Millennial Gaze.
Hey guys, it's your girl MayMoney. You already know it's the homie Katie over here. What's up? What's up? Good evening.
Sorry we're late, guys. We're hopefully
Yes,
gonna have a guest on the show, and then our schedules were weird today, so we wanted to make
yeah,
sure we had a show, but it was what time? Figuring all
yeah,
that fun stuff out.
yeah. So we wanted to we have a lemon legend actually, Kevin, coming on, joining us soon. I'm finishing up the last little bit, so I'm gonna let Katie go ahead and lead the first part of the show while I just gather one more piece of information. So Katie, go ahead and take it away. Like, comment, share, subscribe, share, and invite friends because we have a great show for you tonight.
So I don't know if this would count technically as May went off as millennial minutes, but you could okay.
Yeah, I'm
Um
just gonna remove myself from the stage.
okay. So have you guys anybody out there? There's not anybody out here yet, but have you guys found people who are just I don't know if it's the two-face or just like I don't know if people are just dumb. Like, man, I'm tired. So this morning I wake up before my toddler, which like never happens, and I'm like, ugh. But I get a message from somebody on my Facebook because um I should bring the post up. They were upset with a post I made on the Facebook. Gotta find it. Let me find it real quick. And this is kind of like when I compare it, obviously it's not the same, but kind of compare it to when Jimmy Kimmel went off the air and people were like, really? So let me see if I can share this. There we go. This is what I posted. If you're a fan of The Office, you'll understand. And if you're listening or whatever, literally it is dumbass Trump dressing like Mom Donnie. And then it's when Ryan comes, and then the bottom is The Office when Ryan comes back from jail or community service or whatever in New York, and he and Michael both have goatees. That's all I posted, guys. That's it. So, somebody that I haven't spoken to, I would say in over 10 years. Somebody from my high school area, I didn't even really know. I was friends with them, and they commented like, I can't wait till you post positive things on your Facebook again. I'm like, what now? Actually, I was like this,
A what now?
like that. And it was just a joke because I love The Office. Most people our age do. It's one of the greatest shows of all time. And so this person was kind of my friend in high school, but also they were older than me, so it was like senior being friends with a freshman, aka trying to control them. And they messaged me saying that I must have missed the joke about the appearance, but I don't take kindly to anybody else making fun of anybody for how they look. And even though I'm trying to teach people right from wrong, I shouldn't joke about things like that. And I'm like, bitch, this is how I wake up. Like, not even a little hi, how are you? Like any type of that bullshit. Like, come on. And I kept saying, like, this person is not a person. He's not a human. He's a fucking monster. He's a rapist. He's a pedophile. He's all these things. And it's like, no, but you still shouldn't make fun of people. Don't make fun of people. Oh, don't make fun of people. I'm like, bro, you're talking to someone who got made fun of in every possible way for years. Years. I'm sorry that I am making such a, like, tiny comments about this dumbass that is just like, dude, like, what is wrong with people? Oh, she muted herself, but like what? Like, what is wrong with people? Like, I don't understand that. This guy's a fucking monster.
Yeah.
And she is pearl clutching, like, oh, don't make fun of how people look. Are you serious? He makes fun of how people look. He makes fun of everything about people. Like, and then I'm like, okay, well, I wouldn't do this to just like some Joe Schmo I know nothing about. This is someone everybody knows everything about because it's all out there.
Right. Sorry, excuse me, you guys. Still getting over that cough.
And they were just like, oh, well, it's not about him. And I'm a Democrat. I'm like, I don't give a fuck at this point. Why are you defending him in any way? Like, what is happening? And these people, like, they're just so pearl clutching. And this is another thing of how I feel.
I have fucking had it from top to bottom.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult to talk to these people, Katie. Like, it's
so, like, Jen and Pumps, if you're listening, that's my grievance. I've had it with these people who pick and choose what they want to be offended by. So you're offended by me making fun of his appearance, but you're not offended by the fact that he raped children. Okay.
Right. None of that worries you at all.
And then my favorite was when you actually start to state actual facts or things that, like, he said, and they're like, well, I don't know that. I'm like, he fucking said it. He fucking said it on television.
So that reminds me of I think we were talking about this family before. We showed it on our show one time. It was like 2 children and their old boomer mom. And she was this was when we were doing the boomer debate on Jubilee, and YouTube fucked us up. Remember that? Yeah. There was another video that they put out that their dad was in it. So the mom was in that one, but the dad was also in this video that I saw.
Oh god.
It was horrible. Like, if you think what we gonna watch next once we get started on what this show's about to be about today, if you think this is bad, this is another. This just adds into it. Like, it's not just young people. Men have a serious problem. I'm sorry, and it's affecting women. But, like, it's just like talking to a fucking wall. These people some of them are just too far gone, and dangerously too far gone. Even if they, like, their intentions aren't quite, like, they don't even know their own intentions at this point. You know what I mean? They don't even know what they want. They just know that they don't have it, or they know that they should have the authority to do whatever they want it to whoever they want to, whenever they want to, even if they don't know at the time what they want from you. Yeah, it's really fucked up. And that's what I've noticed. And so, like, even what you're talking about, like with your friend, it just seems, or person, acquaintance, whatever. Like, it just seems like it don't matter. The goalpost is non-existent. People always say you move the goalpost. I think there is no goalpost. They just gonna put it wherever the fuck they want to put it.
And then
as long as it's with them, then it's fine, you know.
And whenever somebody brings my daughter into it, oh
no,
girl,
oh no, you shut that down.
They're like, you need to be a better example for your daughter if you're treating people like this. I was like, I am an example for her because I am standing up to this bullshit. I am calling it out, and I am making sure that I'm doing my best to make sure that she lives in a world where she is treated as an equal in every way. Like, no, you do not bring up my little bear. No.
Yeah. Shut that down immediately. Okay, so I think we got Kev probably on the way home or something. Do you want to go ahead? I have my last timestamp. I found it. I'm gonna put it in. So why don't you go ahead? Hey, I know we don't got nobody watching right now, so that's perfectly fine. But I do want to introduce before we get going tonight. And we also have a guest that will come in whenever they're ready. So this is what happened, y'all. Man, make a little banner for the timestamp. Right at 10 minutes. I'm just gonna put it. Okay. So we had So I was doing some ratchet shit and hanging out with my ratchet friends on the internet, as I tend to do from time to time. I'm on break from on Thanksgiving and things. And so I went and I'm sitting here doing my puzzle, right? And Lucas, the amazing Lucas, he has a channel here on YouTube. Black,
We play him sometimes.
yeah, we play him sometimes. Kind of a snarky, funny kind of man. Does good work. You know, I heard a few things about like how he started off, used to be conservative and things like this, but he seems to
Oh,
completely,
really?
yeah, he seems to have like completely switched up like his whole vibe. I don't know his life like that, but I didn't know him before that. I actually found this out recently. But anywho, check out his work. Sometimes we play him on here. He's useful and helpful to our independent media community. Um, okay, Kev is on the way. He said his signal is horrible, but he's working on it. And then anyway, so I'm sitting here, and what Lucas does, he has disagreement day, and so he'll have people call in, right, and disagree with him, and he'll debate them or whatever on the channel. And then after that, he'll open up like a forum, like open up StreamYard to anybody that wants to come in, as long as like it. If you get a spot before the spaces fill up, then you can just kind of hang out and the conversation will go wherever the conversation goes, right? And so I'm sitting here at my puzzle and I was like, fuck it. I get puzzling, like I'm gonna be here for a good like 6 hours anyway, like with the TV on. So I was like, all right, let me hop on this panel, sit next to the puzzle. I got my weed, I got my drink, I got the puzzle. Annabelle fucking up the puzzle. It's all good, I'm here. And so I sat in this chat for like 8 hours, right, y'all? And it was
I
very
can't remember the last time I had 8 hours to myself.
yeah. Well, I sacrificed sleep, for those
Yeah.
8 hours, because I wanted to puzzle. But anyway, and yeah, I sat there and I heard some of the most disgusting things that I've ever heard in my life coming from men specifically, just all over the internet. And how we hear people like Nick Fuentes, Benny Johnson, all these low-key gay dudes talking about how they hate women and stuff. Like we see it like very flippantly, but we don't watch those things. We don't pay close attention to their shows. But I'm realizing that there are people really out there that do really are men out here thinking these ways, and it's getting worse, and I think it's getting worse at a rapid pace. And so I want to share some of these moments of this 8 hour long shit that I had to comb through today. Damn, the link isn't working.
We're not going to be here for 8 hours, guys.
We're not gonna be here for 8 hours. I combed through it so that you didn't have to. I'm
gonna text you the link in Instagram and maybe it'll you can forward it to him.
Sounds good. All right, cool. But yeah, and so anyway, it was a very disturbing situation. And so I'm glad that we have a male coming on to help us through this. You know what I mean? So yeah, so hopefully, you know what? This is gonna be very uncomfortable. So make sure you're comfortable while we're here, because you're gonna hear some very disturbing shit. If you're triggered, I'm giving you that warning. But also, like, don't be triggered because this shit is stupid. It's pretty like these people are not very smart. I really do encourage you guys to. I'm just giving you a warning. It's kind of hard to comb through this type of shit. I sat there for a while. A lot of it was just nonsensical bullshit, and a lot of it was very hard to comprehend about like what these people were even trying to say. But I think it's important that we look at it as a little social experiment. So I wouldn't even be here because these people are fucking stupid. What do you say, Katie?
I think too that it's important to bring awareness to the fact that we always do like to say like there are more of us than there are of them, but there are still these people that are out there and they are scary. So
Yeah. Yeah. And they're dangerous. And if we need to know about it because they're walking around all around us and we don't know. And then also maybe we can start to chip away at this sort of and nib it in the bud as well. So why don't you go ahead, like, comment, share, subscribe, make sure you're comfortable. And go ahead and run the first few minutes of this is the caller before the panel started. So this is what started the initial conversation was the caller on disagreement day, right? So we're not here yet. The panel isn't here yet, just so our audience knows. And go ahead and run it. I'm going to get Kevin on.
Doesn't mean that's good, right? I mean, we've seen that with slavery in the
I
southern
agree.
states. Yep.
So how do we deprogram people about race in order to attain this Christian theocracy?
Well, I don't necessarily see that as a prerequisite. As far as how we handle the white supremacists, and here's my whole plan what I want to implement. So in the Constitution, you can amend the Constitution, and you can actually bring about the dissolution of the country via the amendments. I mean, the Soviet Union did this. They had kind of like a peaceful dissolution where they divided the country. And since the country is so polarized right now, I think what we need to do is, have an amendment to, enact the dissolution of the United States, and thus we can divide it in different parts. The white supremacists, we need to get them out of. I personally think we need to get them out the country so you can give them their own little tiny city.
Quick pause, Katie. Notice how he's like, he's like, let me. This is what I'm going to implement. Like, bitch, are you empowered to implement anything?
why did he call in the first place to basically say just make a state for white supremacists?
Well, it sounded like, the interesting thing is it started off like, okay, we don't want white supremacy to be, we want, bless you. We don't want white supremacists to be here, so they can have their own place peacefully. So it starts off pretty regular, and then it kicks off out of nowhere. It just turns left straight up.
Well, then he's also mentioning like, oh, we should be like the Soviet Union. No.
Yeah. I guess it gets gnarly. So keep going, but I just wanted to point that one little point out.
Oh boy.
Little state or whatever, so they can have, that's their dream that they've been dreaming about. The left wing woke crowd, they can get their own place. The socialists, they can get their own place. And the Christian theocracy, we can have our own piece of land. And that's going to be ran properly. Because you see with the birth rates, all of that stuff going down, the STDs, the LGBT stuff, all of this stuff is degenerate and is going to bring about the collapse of the country.
Oh my God.
And it's already starting to happen. Because how you going with the low birth rates, which has contributed to lack of religion, basically.
No. Lack of the declining birth rate is because some states do not give proper maternal care, and that people like this dumbass are trying to make laws about this country for shit they don't know a fucking thing about. Anyway.
It's mainly the atheists who are, fell into. The more atheistic the country gets, the more the birth rate tends to go down, and more feminists too. That's another problem, the feminist stuff. So, and since Christianity is a patriarchal, most religions I think is patriarchal, but Christianity, and when we established the
how is he sitting here? Like, bro, you were right. Holy shit. You're muted. But yeah, that went. Whoa.
Theocracy, it'll be a monarchy and not democracy, and women won't have political power. So that's going to get rid of feminism.
Wait, so women wouldn't have any political power?
No.
Correct. I actually think it's not, biblically speaking, men are supposed to lead. They're supposed to be the leaders.
But if men are supposed to lead,
who has caused wars? Who has caused famine? Who has caused disease? Who has caused anarchy? Men. Most of the time, women have to come in and clean up all their messes. Like, all the time. Most men, you ask them to find something in your house. I know you're probably not watching this, honey, and I love you, but you ask men to find something in your house. and you say, "It's right there." And he's looking right at it. And he says, "I don't see it."
Oh
So
yeah.
how the fuck do you expect? And yes, Deanna, that's also something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they
Like,
don't even care about actual factual data. This dude just sat here and made a whole fantasy land. And you ask, how is Lucas here able to
well, I feel like he's about to
he's
get
just
mad.
listening, and I'm just like, yeah, it's pretty, you could tell he's just laughing, and you could start to notice him actually just ask him questions and try to understand, like, where, like, try to get information out of him. It gets fun. It gets real fun. Hey Deanna, thanks for being here. I think we're getting very close to having Kev on the panel. So
Okay.
sorry if I'm kind of in and out, but I'm still here.
Fine.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean that women don't have any power, right?
That wouldn't be voting. They wouldn't have voting power. Yeah. And by the way, don't you think?
So what would they do then? I don't understand. What would they do?
We're gonna mainly what we want to have them do is raise the kids, and
I hear you, but in order to raise the kids, right, you have to be in a relationship, and then you have to be proposed, and then you have to have kids. So that's a process. So what happens to the single women? How do they provide for themselves? Like, how do they eat and place to sleep?
The single woman.
Yeah.
So my idea is, I'm more of a fan. I'm leaning towards a mixed economy right now, so I'm not fully, in the socialist or capitalist camp. As far as homelessness, I think we definitely need to deal with that.
You didn't answer the question, sir.
And here's a way we can,
look at how the first place he goes to is homelessness.
The welfare state,
here he is,
and how that's a lot of money goes
hey,
to Social
Kev!
Security, a lot of the tax and stuff.
The technical difficulties are real.
In a Christian theocracy.
What'd you say, May?
Press
pause. The technical difficulties are real, yo.
Hey, yeah, you made it.
Hey.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here.
Is he like our first actual guest?
On our kind
on
of
our normal show,
on our rebooted like on We the People, we had some guests, but you are our first guest on the new Fresh channel.
Come on, first guest on the reboot.
Yes. So this is our friend Kev that we met on the Don Lemon show. And so yeah, introduce yourself, Kev, real quick.
I go by Kev the Creator. Check me out on all platforms. I'm literally just in auto right now, so if it's windy, I'm so sorry. The hospital has been annoying today.
Okay.
But no, we are, yeah, like she said, we all clicked on the Don Lemon show, kind of behind the scenes during the show, like-minded individuals. So I'm happy to be on board to lend a voice or two.
Yes, indeed. We absolutely do need a male perspective on this one. That's why I invited him for our audience. That's why I invited him on today, because this shit gets a little weird, and I don't think me and Katie, because we don't have that broken chromosome, I don't think we can contribute to everything in the conversation, because we're the ones being actively oppressed. So we might need a little help from some friends. You know what I mean?
It's just so strange to me that we're still dealing with prehistoric shit in 2025. And I know a lot of people say that, but you would think we'd be further along with our thinking at the very least.
Yeah. But I think we've taken a slingshot all the way back.
I think it's because we've lost the ability to think about we can choose which facts and opinions we want to believe, but people don't realize how deadly these opinions are.
Right.
And that's how we get people like Stephen Miller and Pete Hegseth.
And the thing is, I want somebody, let's put a pin in this statement that I'm making, because I think it's going to come full circle around. A lot of these ideas that you're going to hear tonight throughout this fucking ridiculous bullshit affects men too. And it's detrimental to them as well. And then I also didn't hear anything about in all these fantastical ideas that were brought up tonight, or that will be brought up tonight. What about the men that don't agree with the society that you're trying to put up? as well. Like there's a lot of variables to these things that just
Well,
have
that's the
not been.
thing. It's up to the media and even the consumer to highlight the people who don't agree with it.
Right.
You always see the ones that are hardcore against it, but you never hear the stories and the opinions from people who genuinely think that's bullshit to think that way.
Right. Yeah. So
100%.
interesting. So do you mind just putting it back maybe like 1 minute on here, Katie?
Okay.
Like, yeah, for Kev.
I can
'Cause
try.
yeah, just like just a little bit of a change back.
Get their own place. The socialists, they can get their own place. And the Christian theocracy, we can have our own piece of land. And that's going to be ran properly. Because you see with the birth rates, all of that stuff going down, the STDs, the LGBT stuff, all of this stuff is degenerate and
Here we go.
it's going to bring about the collapse of the country.
Dear Lord.
And it's already starting.
Let that be the reason.
Because how you going with the low birth rates, which has contributed to lack of religion, basically. Because it's mainly the atheists who are fell into. The more atheistic the country gets, the more the birth rate tends to go down, and more feminists too. That's another problem. The feminists.
No.
So
No, man.
and since Christianity is a patriarchal, well, most religions I think is patriarchal, but Christianity, and when we establish a theocracy, it'll be a monarchy and not democracy, and women won't have political power. So that's going to get rid of feminism.
Wait, so women wouldn't have any political power?
Correct. I actually think it's not, biblically speaking, men are supposed to lead. They're supposed to be the leaders.
But if men are supposed to lead, that doesn't necessarily mean that women don't have any power, right?
That wouldn't be voting. They would not vote power. Yeah. That wouldn't be voting. And by the way, don't you think
so what would they do then? I don't understand. What would they do? I don't understand. What would they do?
We're gonna mainly what we want to have them do is raise the kids, and
I hear you, but in order to raise the kids, right, you have to be in a relationship, and then you have to be proposed, and then you have to have kids. So that's a process. So what happens to the single women? How do they provide for themselves? Like how do they eat? How do they provide for themselves? Place to sleep.
The single woman.
Yeah.
So my idea is, I'm more of a fan. I'm leaning towards a mixed economy right now, so I'm not fully, in the socialist or capitalist camp. As far as homelessness, I think we definitely need to deal with that. So, and here's a way we can, because I'm sure you're aware of the welfare state and how that's a lot of money goes to Social Security, a lot of the tax and stuff goes to that. So, first, we do what in a Christian theocracy there wouldn't be a thing as child support and stuff like that. Because adultery.
Okay. First of all, he didn't answer any questions. He didn't answer any questions.
He just spouted his prehistoric opinion.
I think. Yeah. Yeah.
What's unfortunate? There is a percentage of men in this country that have the same mindset as he does, and I understand some households, and some women, they like to play those traditional roles, and the man is the head of the household. That's fine if that's if that's you guys' dynamic. If you sat down and said, "Hey, I'm comfortable being a housewife, you take the lead," blah 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 blah. If that's y'all thing, cool, but that shouldn't be the expectation for every relationship. Whether you're gay, straight, all of the above, like your relationship is yours to build your way. You don't have to subscribe to,
and you shouldn't have to impose your ideals onto other people. Why am I so fucking echoey?
That's the whole big thing. Stop.
I think it's because Kev's in his car,
me,
so it's coming through speakers.
Yeah, it's probably because I'm on my car. I wish I was at home on my MacBook. Does it sound crazy?
No, it's when you're talking, it's fine, but when we are talking, it's fine, but when we are,
yeah.
Okay, because y'all sound fine to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we'll do, are you going to be home at any point? Are you going to be home at any point?
Yeah, I'm on my way home now. I'll probably be home in about maybe 20, 30 minutes ish. If y'all are on, I can hop back
No,
on.
you're welcome to still kick it. You just gotta know that when we're talking,
Yeah.
we'll have a little feedback for a while. But it's okay. You can still kick it.
You can still kick it. Yeah, you'll hear me. Maybe you'll see me.
Yeah. Okay. No problem. No problem. But
We're gonna multitask.
we will have a good time. Why don't we just keep going with the clip?
When I have the clips going, Kev, I'll probably just mute you, and then when they're not going, I'll unmute you.
Okay. Just let me know.
Free would be banned. Like it will literally be illegal.
Mhm.
So everybody who have kids and stuff, they'll be in a marriage.
But what
as
about
far as
those
how-
who don't have kids, right? Like I said, what happens to the women who are single
Yeah. So
if they're not in the workforce?
I'll get into that. But basically, what I'm saying is, like, as far as taking care of the old people go, I'll plan on implementing something similar to the child support, but for old people. Where
Okay, so like Social Security.
Yeah, no, but there wouldn't be any Social Security. What I'm talking about is basically you're going to be.
You said it would be like child support, but for old people. That's essentially Social Security.
No. What I'm saying is, no, Social Security is on a personal. I mean, child support is a personal thing where the father has to take care of provide money for the.
Yeah, so it'd be right? It wouldn't be exact. It'd be similar to it.
Sweet Jesus.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be the government tax-based thing. What it'll be is people have to take care of their parents, and if they don't do that, then they're going to have to pay higher taxes. But the people who do, they're going to be exempt from taxes, or
No. What?
I don't even think he knows.
Notice how he was just like, "Oh, okay." So we The echo is really kind of bothering me. I don't.
It's okay.
Okay, it's fine. Okay. As long as y'all are okay with it. He just like he skipped over the question. So like, what about the single women? Where are they gonna go? What are they gonna do? So do we pause or do we just press pause on the women? Are we NPCs? Like what do we do to be able to, what do we do while we're waiting for your my holy mighty instructions, I guess is my question. You know what I'm saying?
Kev, what do you think? I'll unmute you again. Sorry.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Okay. To me, I don't think he doesn't have an answer because he doesn't know. To me, it sounds like he's spouting a bunch of shit that he grew up hearing, or maybe he just watched a really bad podcast or something. Because the person that really believes what they're saying, you have more conviction about it. Like Charlie Kirk wasn't shit; he was awful, but he was convicted and he believed everything.
That's how I feel about Marjorie Taylor Greene.
That part. Damn, so it's very MTG, insincere, or like you're just trying to put on for the internet. I wholeheartedly disagree because I was raised in a single parent household. It was just me and my sister. My mom held it down. I don't know. I know my donor, but I don't know my donor. He's trying to come around now when it's too late. I'm well in my 30s. There's nothing else you can do for me. So to not include single mothers in the conversation, that's where I have a problem with.
Yeah, absolutely. I was born and raised by a single mother as well. So what about those people? What if the father dies? What if the baby doesn't even come out? Like, these people don't have answers to shit.
It's just spouting. It's kind of like Caroline Levitt. You're just spouting talking points all the time. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're just talking to hear something talk, or this is what you feel like you should be saying. Like, do you actually feel this way? I don't believe you, sir. I don't.
Yeah, it's either one or the other, right? Though it's either like they wholeheartedly believe it with like every single ounce of their soul, or they on some bullshit. But there's no in between on people that talk like this. You know what I mean? But there's no in between on
Exactly.
people.
And something I just get so tired of that you see nowadays, especially in like this America, people have no empathy and don't put themselves in other people's shoes, like whatsoever. You know, it's like, okay, so I was never raised by a single parent, but like I have friends who don't have a partner but have kids. I have people in my life that I know are single parents. So why can't other people put themselves in the shoes of those that are losing some of their rights and stuff like that?
Because they're stupid.
We definitely have a selfish problem in this country. And that's the part that pisses me off. Like, don't speak or spew things that you've never lived or that you don't understand. Like, I can give you a little grace if this is your life experience, whether it was good or bad, and you can speak on it. But half these people speaking on stuff they don't even know about. They're just talking.
And they're speaking on people that they don't care about. So it's like, why are you even here? Why are you so worried about somebody you don't care about?
Exactly. Like I'm the kind of person like I'm a naturally compassionate person. I don't give a fuck who or what you are. Like if I see a person being disrespected or treated a certain kind of way, I'm gonna feel it and react to it as if it was me. Because I just don't tolerate bullshit and people being treated poorly. But you have people in this country that either low-key believe what's being said, whatever bigoted or racist thing is being said, or they just don't care about their fellow man and their neighbor until it affects them, until it's somebody that they know. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Why don't we go ahead and keep going? Because one thing that I want our audience to and everybody here to just think about is why, like, where is this? What are the men benefiting from this ideology? Because there's a whole bunch of idealistic shit that we're gonna hear throughout this episode today, and it's just like I can't wrap my head around why the oppression of women is so vital to the existence of these people, and like what are they getting out of this? Yeah, let's go ahead and continue with just the introduction here.
Yeah, I'm gonna
forward it to the next.
I'm gonna mute you again, Kev, just so you know, just because of the echo.
First of all, I don't care about. I don't stand for democracy. It's going to be a monarchy. Only men should be really voting. We're going to have a limited legislator.
So women would be. I'm not understanding. Would the money automatically be deposited in the man's account? Like she would go work, but he would keep the money?
No. She's going to get, if she does work, I mean, the jobs that she do work that we allow them to keep, there are going to be some jobs where they can still be involved in.
Okay. But they would be paid. They would be paid enough so they could have a house or an apartment of their own, groceries and stuff like that.
Yeah. They'll get equal pay for equal work. We're not going to pay them less for the same work.
But they can't do equal work, right? Because their job opportunities are going to be limited.
Yeah, there's going to be limitations on like their political power, but
so they would have to get paid probably more, right?
Why they need to get paid more?
Because they have to have a roof over their head, right? They have to have insurance. They have to have,
Well, so you seem to think this is a unfairness, but what about the unfairness of men having to sign up for selective service in the United States? But
just let it keep going for a little bit.
So
let it keep going for just a little bit.
Theocracy, but hold on. In a theocracy governed by Christian, you don't get to complain about it. You don't get to complain about that, right? That's God's authority. You're the head of the household. You go to war.
Well, no. If you read Gideon and Judges, I'm pretty sure you read that. God actually told Gideon to let the men who were scared.
You can pause because we got another timestamp where he circles back to this. So
sweet
just pay
Jesus,
attention to my cues. So Katie, before we go any further into this, pay attention to my cues because a lot of it is very circular. So I'm keeping an eye on the doc. So skip try to follow the timestamp as closely as you can. If you have any questions,
it's hard because it's so long.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
it's
it may
super,
not be exact. But
girl, I went through it all day today. But
yeah, because I have Kev muted. What do
Oh,
you think
Kev
about
wanna
this,
talk?
Kev?
Kev wanna get up in here?
Kev wanna talk?
Kev wanna get up in here?
Let's go. What's up?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't like when people try to weaponize the Bible. That bothers me a hell of a whole lot. First of all, there should be nothing biblical in politics or anything like that. That let's make that clear. I don't even think there should be anything biblical in a person's relationship, because it's just weaponized as a way to control you within your relationship, which is mind-boggling to me. But you have men that use that as a weapon to mold the kind of woman that they think that they want, and they're secretly doing something else on the side with what they really want. We really want to get into it. So it's hard for me because it's so much that I don't subscribe to as far as, like I was saying earlier, like the roles in relationships and all that stuff. And there's no shade or disrespect to people who do. I just feel like it makes the relationship more complicated, and you're suppressing your significant other with all this Bible stuff and I'm the head of the household, all this caveman shit, and that just makes for, in the long run, an unhappy spouse or partner, in my opinion, unless that's what they're okay with. And there are certain women and men that want that.
Yeah.
You know.
But you shouldn't oppress it onto other people.
Like it. But you
shouldn't
oppress it onto
just for the echo.
You.
Like the thing that bugs me, especially, and he's right about. I totally agree. I totally agree about people using the Bible like as a weapon and Bible quotes. Like that's just I don't understand that. And then they love to pick and choose. So then whenever they try to throw like a Bible quote at me, I'll be like, well, should women also be what is it? It's like they should be tortured if they bleed, like their menstrual cycle, or like, oh, do you eat shrimp? Or the one I saw the other day on The Good Liars was like, oh, do you wear multiple fabrics or mixed fabrics because you should be stoned for that? Like, that's literally what. Like the Bible has some weird shit,
That's
man. It's
weird. What does that do? What? I don't get that one. Somebody misinterpreted the fuck out of whatever that message was. They need to go back and reread.
They need to go back and reread.
Go ahead, Kev.
But you hit the nail on the head, May, by saying that's the interpretation. And if I want something to be a certain way or look a certain way, I can reinterpret it however the hell I want. That's the problem. The Bible is composed of like 75 different books or versions. It could be more than that. They're just a bunch of stories put together from different people's interpretation. And I'm in no way that, I'm a person of faith. I've gotten through a lot because of my faith, but I never use it as a weapon against people or to put somebody else down or to try to control somebody. Like, if you don't believe what I believe, fine, that's your business. We can still be cool as long as you're not an asshole or fucking MAGA going crazy doing harmful shit to other people. You just don't believe the same way as I do, and that's fine. This is America. It's how it should be anyway. In theory.
We're all humans, and we all kind of need different things to get through what we're going through. So sometimes the medicine don't work the same for the person next to you. You need different medicine. You need different ways for your healing or your lifestyle. You need different methods. not everybody can be forced. And then they literally, this man, once we get through it, because we a whole bunch of chatty Cathys, but once
we're also buying time so Kev can get home without the echo.
Yeah, for sure too. Yeah. This dude is literally creating a fantasy land that worked for him, and then the women don't have no power, right? And so the women are over here waiting for instructions, waiting for what we supposed to be able to do if we don't have no rights or nothing. And you haven't given no instructions about what to do or nothing.
and like the way that he is making it sound too is he just wants women to be obedient slaves.
NPCs, like non-playable characters. Like something you can pause or something.
Mm-hmm. You were eating chips and it made me hungry. Wait, hold on. I'm going to unmute Kev. So, what do you think, Kev?
I agree. You have a lot of men like that. I wouldn't want somebody that has to ask me permission for everything, or that feels like they have to submit to my will. Unless it's in the bedroom, that's a whole nother situation. That if that's how you roll, that's how you roll. Some people like that, but like as a normal functioning couple, it's about partnership, people. Equal partnership, and I get there is a respect level, that man-woman respect level, but you're still gonna respect me as a human being, as your partner, as your and I'll speak from a woman's perspective. As your wife, I'm making the choice to submit to you and let you take the lead because you're my husband and I trust you. You have my back and I'm your partner. That I can subscribe to. And the same thing, you're my wife. I have your back. Whatever you need, I have you because you're what? My partner. And that's what's missing. Most of these men, they just want to.
And then can you submit to the wife? Can you submit to the wife? Like, because what if the wife is more qualified and needs to take the lead, or is the man going to submit, or is the only person that can submit is the only person that can submit is the woman?
But when it comes to men, our biggest downfall is ego. The male ego it can ruin a life. It can ruin relationships. It can ruin everything. Because
how about
a lot
the
of
world?
Men have fragile egos.
Universe.
Universe. Yeah. And it's not every man. You have some men that are secure within themselves and their position and who they are in life, where they can step back and let their wife shine. That's a real man. To me.
I'm gonna mute you again, Kev, just because of the echo. And as somebody who anytime I hear people talk about partnerships and stuff, like my husband is my rock. We'll be married 10 years in June. And a lot of people don't realize that I've been in a relationship for a long time. Like we've been together for over 12 years. And partnerships are not always 50-50. There's a lot of times a relationship where one of you has to take the lead for a while on things, like when things happen to you over time. Like there was a point in my relationship with my husband where it was 90-10 and he was the 90 because he had to help me and pull me through some crazy shit in my life. And I've done the same for him. So and people have to get away from this whole 50-50 thing, because you brought up a good point too, Kev, where or maybe May brought it up about there's going to be times when the wife shines and there's going to be times when the husband shines. And my husband and I are both in the arts. So, when he has his concerts, because he's a music teacher, I'll go and make sure that he shines as much as he can because he's amazing. And for me, when I have my concerts or my theater things, he does the same for me. And that's what's important in partnerships. It's not about this control and stuff, which is just insane.
And that also goes with just relationship intelligence and emotional intelligence, and things that Like, people need to just go and start just dating people and getting into all these partnerships or whatever, and with no knowledge of how to nurture them and secure them and build and understand that when you fail in some way or something's going on, how you got to make sure that you got your person on lock. People don't, I mean, this shit ain't rocket science, you guys. And if you don't know how to do it, hey, Dalios, if you don't know how to do it, then read one of them books. There's a whole like section at the damn bookstore talking about how to be in a healthy relationship. Why don't you try that instead of making a fantasy land with NPC non-playable women that you could just pause whenever they ain't doing what you want them to do? I don't understand how that is benefiting you. So let's keep going because hey, Dalioops, let's keep going because we also got a lot to get through. So let's just keep running.
That wouldn't be fighting.
Okay, so then we don't get to complain that only men have to be in the military because you made the rules that women aren't in the military.
No, I'm not in power right now. I'm saying if I was in power.
Well, I'm saying in this hypothetical world, right, you would make the rules that they are not allowed in the military. So then by that standard, you don't get to complain, well, we have to go in the military and they don't because that's the rule you made.
Yeah, but we wouldn't have a selective service draft system if I was in charge. So basically, the way that the traditional.
So how do people get in the military? I don't understand.
Men will sign up to get in the military, and plus,
why would they though? I don't.
Oh, they're gonna have a lot more of a reason to in a Christian theocracy because they're not gonna be in a dystopian society where there's low birth rates. They can't get a woman because of hypergamy and polygamy, which is going on in society.
But how
right
would
now.
hypergamy not still exist? Because just because a woman's she's not allowed to vote or whatever, and her job selection is so limited, that doesn't mean she's going to want a dusty man.
Well, there's roughly the same amount of women and men, generally speaking. And if you implement a mandatory, I'm sure you heard of Jordan Peterson when he was talking about mandatory monogamy or mandated monogamy. But he was talking about it on a social scale. I'm talking about it on a legal
scale. But mandated monogamy, isn't that just saying forcing that, hey, you have to marry a man and a man has to marry a woman? Or are you talking about forced marriages?
No, I'm not talking about forced marriages. What I'm talking about is these little cohabitating boyfriend girlfriend things. That stuff wouldn't be legal. The only and you also wouldn't be able to have multiple wives or anything like that. Each guy would be each.
Hold on. Okay. What? Hold on. Yeah. You can't be boyfriend and girlfriend and live with your person before you're married. Do you know why so many marriages end so fast? And especially like those crazy religious ones where they're like, we won't even kiss until we're married. You have to have chemistry with your partner.
That's how motherfuckers end up dead. I ain't even gonna hold you.
I lived with my husband for like 2 years before we got married. I know, sin. That was a whole thing with my family. That's a whole other story. But that taught us how to live with like each other's habits and how to, how to live with each other's habits and what it was like to fall asleep next to them every night. And like you pick out what side of the bedroom. Like people don't take into account all of the things that are in a relationship that are important. Like, I'm sorry, but
you guys.
And like physical intimacy is also very important. Like, I'm not going to get into it a lot, but like, I don't understand that. And I'm not really a big proponent of like waiting till you're married. Sorry, Mom, if you ever watch this, but like, that's another thing you have to be compatible with, because if you suddenly marry someone and like, you don't know what they're like, and you're already going to be stuck with them for what you think is the rest of their life, because people just think that once they're tied down forever. Like, you have to make so many of these decisions before you get married. And it's just, that comment that he made is just so ignorant. He is obviously single.
Let's get Kevin real quick before we play on this one.
So let me address this whole low birth rate thing really quickly, because I think that's really stupid. Because if there is a low birth rate right now, it's because people can barely afford to take care of themselves, let alone an additional mouth to feed. Hell, feeding my cat and my dog is expensive, so I can't imagine a baby. And some people literally just don't want to have kids, and that's okay. You shouldn't be judged or penalized for that because you don't want a child.
Oh, sorry. Keep going.
No. Go ahead, baby.
No. Keep going. I thought you were done.
Keep going. I thought you were done. No. I was gonna add one more thing. I just lost my train of thought. It was something else he said that kind of set me off a little bit. And
That's my bad.
Lost my train of thought. We'll come back to it.
That's my bad.
We'll come back to it.
Okay, let's keep rolling the video.
Well, just real quick about the low birth rate thing. Kev, I agree. I'm a parent. I have a 3-year-old, and I have never had more respect for women that know they don't want to have kids than I did when I was pregnant and had my child. Because that's another thing that people don't think about when going into pregnancy and childbirth, just like how much your body goes through. And like, my daughter was planned, she was wanted, she is loved. But even there were days during my pregnancy where I was like, shit, is this worth it? Like, so I completely get what you're saying. Okay, where are we at here? Okay.
Man will only be allowed to have one woman. Same for the one.
But with
one,
that, I hear you. One man, one woman. Mm-hmm. But there would be men without women.
So look, here's the problem with the reason why so many, as you call it, incels, men without women, is because of how society doesn't punish adultery and how they let this cohabitation and this hookup culture stuff go. If all of that stuff was illegal, if people got literally, and by the way, I consider all of that adultery. If you're having sex outside of marriage,
I hear you, but you don't think that there will be some unattractive dudes out there?
Well, they'll be more likely, and by the way, I was getting into that with the military service, but they'll be more likely to find a woman if society was more monogamous, and if it was enforced at the government level, where it's literally illegal for you to have sex with multiple people. Like, if you have sex with multiple people, it'll be literally illegal to do that. So there wouldn't be these guys at the top, these billionaires having sex, like Elon Musk having sex with a whole bunch of different women. It literally wouldn't be allowed.
But that wouldn't mean that she would still get with these men.
It'll be a lot more free women to go around. A lot more.
No, it wouldn't though, right? Because just because.
That's why your timestamp stopped. Like, what? Like.
Oh, he basically goes on to say, like he never really answers a question about what he's gonna do with the single woman. And at some point he implies that maybe they just put him in prison and then they get out of prison after if they agree to marry whatever man comes up and like purchases them or whatever the fuck they want. Yeah, it's like really bizarre societal ideas.
Oh wait, hold on, I've got a thing for this.
A what now?
Exactly. So, like, well, and then also one thing that we got to add in, there are different variables to this, you guys. There are women that can't have children. There are miscarriages. There are men that are sterile, infertile, or whatever the fuck. There are what if the child dies in the low birth rate thing
through no fault of the parents? Through no fault of the parents.
What if they need the abortion to save the mother so that they can have an actual child that lives and what are these people? How stupid are people allowed to be in this universe, Lord? Because I need to know how far this shit go. Okay. I need to know.
He wants to talk, so I'll unmute him.
This dude is weird, man. He need to move to a different country where they subscribe to this shit, because this is America. You're not about to police who I sleep with or how many I sleep with. If I want to sleep with 1 or 20. That's my right. That's my choice. You cannot legally tell me you can't sleep around based on some morality shit that you subscribe to. Not little old me. Like, you can have your way of life. You can have your opinions, but you don't have to try to push that on other people.
With consent, motherfucker. With consent, motherfucker.
Yes. Hello. I'm trying not to say the wrong thing, but he's a little touched. We'll say that.
No, obviously.
He's gonna be single for a long time. Obviously. He'll be single for a very, very, very long time if he honestly believes the shit that he's saying right now. Because because even women in the 50s who really didn't have a choice, they still didn't really subscribe to this shit. Hello, the Voting Rights Acts and the Women's March and all these things are because women didn't want to be suppressed and pulled down. And like I was saying earlier.
And they don't want to be around your dusty, musty. And they don't want to be around your dusty, musty.
That part. I'm like, get a dog if you want to have somebody.
I don't even think the dog don't want to be around you.
And the dog don't want to be around you. And the dog only gonna take so much, honey. I'm telling you. It's mind-boggling because it's actually men in the world like that think like this, and it's. I think a lot of it is insecurity. A lot of men don't have no game. So a man that don't have no game will be okay with a woman that'll bend to his will like that because he ain't got to work hard. She is gonna subscribe to whatever craziness that he likes or thinks is okay because he ain't got no romance. There's a lot of weak men out there that do this because they don't know how to get a woman the right way.
It gets worse, Kev. So I hope you're parked to make sure you don't drive into some shit when we move on.
I might have to have a drink.
Yeah, but go ahead and join me. I'll fill up. Okay, come back. Yeah, let's continue. So we could go into Katie, go to the when where I'm looking at the timestamps. Hey guys, everybody that's here. I know we kind of had a weird start, but we really wanted Kev to be here. So I know it's a bit
sorry, Jazzy.
But we will. It's gonna be a lot smoother now that we have Kev at home with his drink and no echo in the car. But this is gonna be a longer stream anyway, so don't worry. We have plenty of shit to show you, and it's juicy. And so don't worry. We got a lot for you. So that whole first hour was just trying to work shit out, but it's gonna move a lot smoother now.
We're not even halfway through this.
Yeah, we ain't punched no holes in no wall. But actually, it's better that we kind of move slow at the beginning so that we can really have some together content that we can work with later.
Like me, I'm just like, I don't. These people are just so it's scary, and like, no, they're not the only ones that think this way.
Right.
Like, people have to understand that. It's like, yes, we keep saying there's more of us than them. And I said that earlier, but the ones that are still out there are scary. Like the clown scary. Pennywise, that's his name.
Pennywise. Oh, did you guys not? Yeah, Pennywise. Yeah. Y'all didn't get notifications today. You know what? YouTube likes to do that on and off people sometimes. So I'm not surprised. But don't worry, we're gonna be here for a while. You didn't miss much. So you're safe. Also,
it's okay, Jazzy. We all crazy here.
And also, Kev gonna be back pretty soon. Nice and relaxed with the drink and all sorts of things with no echo and things like that. So we also have that. But I wanted to say one thing just so you know. Follow us on Instagram. Let me put the banner up because I keep y'all updated on like any changes in scheduling or anything like that. And the schedule has been really wonky lately, but it's gonna smooth out. But if you ever, because if Instagram's not gonna tell us, don't worry, Instagram will tell you. And I also learned how to post on YouTube to like little things
Oh,
like,
yeah.
hey, we're changing. But YouTube don't like to notify people, so that's shitty.
Well,
But
okay,
anyway, let's just go ahead and continue from where
we got the next one up.
What's the next one you got?
The Oxy recovering incel.
Oxy recovering incel. So this is another person on this is the panel. So we open up with the panel and I'm on here. So you see me right there, MayMoney right there. There's not much to see here, so you don't have to like look at anything, you guys. This is kind of the listening part of the episode. But basically yeah, so there's like what, I don't know, 8 of us, 9 of us here. Oxy is one of the dudes that regularly comes on the panel, so he's cool. He's kind of loud, but he's cool. I don't have like issues with him. And then there's a whole bunch of other people here, and I'm also here. But yeah, he's a recovering incel, and so he explains a little bit about his experience, which I actually found to be quite interesting. So make sure you buckle up, you guys. Make sure you're comfortable, you're warm, you're safe, and you got your provisions. And thank you for being here, because we're in for some very juicy information. Let me know what you think. Please be active in the chat, because this shit is crazy.
Can you answer
that? He's gonna tell you. He's gonna tell you, Jazzy.
All right, let's go.
Plus, for me, as I've talked about this multiple times in previous panels before, is that I've went through this journey myself. I could have become that dude. I know I was an angry young man because my first girlfriend also cheated on me, and I went through a world of toxicity there, where I wanted to dox her, I wanted to send horrible messages to her. But I was fortunate that a friend, he's my best friend now, but he adopted me. He was like, yo, young blood, like, whoa, you are angry, dude. Like, come here, let me show you that there's so many more beautiful women in this world. No, he said there's so many more beautiful. No, fuck that. That's gay. He said, let me show you more beautiful women. And he showed me. I was like, fuck my ex. There's so many more beautiful women. And that's what I'm getting to.
The same friend that brought the tranny, is it?
No. Come on, Latria. Come on. Okay, you know what? Fine. I'll take that. Touche. But what I'm saying is, it's the same. Basically, it's what he showed me was he showed me the game, because I was an awkward kid in high school. I was not Mr. Charismatic. I didn't have a girlfriend up until I was 21, obviously, like I've said before. So for me, it was that journey. Yeah, obviously. So that journey to basically understanding social dynamics helped me become, let's say, a better person in that way. And I abandoned those beliefs. All I'm saying is that young man that called you, if we actually made money out of him and sold him game, Lucas.
Okay, you go pause it there.
So you're saying you're a rehabilitation?
What was that?
So basically, he's starting to tell us his, like, he got red pilled, I guess what they call it, and so he got released from that like incel cult, the sphere of whatever they do be doing over there, right? And so he was saying that it's pretty crazy in there in that type of Andrew Tate, he continues. I just paused it there, but well, that was me. That was like, obviously, like, it's like, like, I never had a girlfriend until I was 21, obviously. And I'm like, well, that's not obvious. First of all, we don't know you. So that's where the insecurity is. Like, there's nothing obvious about, you actually didn't have to put yourself on blast like that. That's your insecurity just screeching out for help, because like, why would you put yourself on blast on the internet that you ain't never had a girlfriend until 21? You could have lied about that one, bro. Ain't nobody wouldn't even known. But it's the insecurity is so damaging to them.
Dally brings up a good point.
Yeah.
A lot of hurt people. They do.
Yeah, he was so upset by getting broken up with, you know? Like
But
really
I
upset.
think if he's coming from like that kind of toxic community though too, and it's not really an excuse, but like he might not have been taught a proper way to react to that or with like emotional control. Now as an adult you should.
That's what he said. That's what he said, because he said his friend, who's now his best friend, pulled him out of that and was like, dude, you're tripping, you're angry, like you need to chill and we let that go. It's okay. There are other women in the world that you can hang out. There are other people in the world. It don't even gotta be women. Like, and that's what's annoying. Like, why can't you find some peace within yourself? Why can't you find some peace within? Go find a best friend and a homie, you know, that you can hang out with. Why does all the find another good relationship, if that makes sense to you guys? You know what I mean? Like, go ahead and find all the really good relationships that you could. Go meet a neighbor. They might be, go find a elder neighbor that you can hear some stories from now and again. That's a very like enriching interaction with someone. Why does it always have to be a romantic relationship with a sex slave? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and people don't realize too, like when they think love, a lot of people only like to think like relationship intimacy, like boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife type of love, but that's not the only love that's out there. Like you can get love from your family and love from friends and things like that. And Jazzy brings up a good point that she's noticed that some men have some serious social issues, and it causes part of our society is structured so men can't express themselves. If they do express themselves, they get called gay or weak. And if they don't internalize it, which turns into race or suicidal ideation. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, rage, not race.
What do you think, Kev? Let's let Kev in.
Let's let Kev in. I mean, it's an extreme level of lack of emotional intelligence for sure. Also, too, you know, every man, every woman, whether you're gay, straight, trans, whatever, you have the greatest thing you can do for yourself is to learn to be in relationship with yourself. And if you go into a situation and you're not okay, then that situation is not going to be okay. And then that person has their things too. So nothing will ever be perfect. We all have our things we have to work through. But you have to be at a certain point mentally and spiritually and emotionally where you can handle what you have and what your partner has and vice versa. That's how you get balance. That's, again, it's called partnership. But and it sounds cliche, but you have to be able to love you unconditionally before you can love someone else. And until people learn that and really put that into practice, it'll always be not right.
Damn.
And there's a lot.
I'm gonna mute him.
Yeah. Sorry, Kev, but your signal's kind of breaking up.
Yeah. Your signal's being funky. But I agree with what Kev said 100%.
I mean, but that's the formula, Katie. That's the formula for sure.
No, and I can attest, like, I had, oh, he's frozen. Oh no. I had
You're frozen, but don't worry, we'll get you in whenever you come back. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, and like I had a lot of my own just personal self-loathing myself for a very long time. And it took me, I mean, I was still able to love in other ways and stuff, but until I finally was able to say, like, hey, I love myself, or as my therapist likes to put it, you know, you're pretty dope. And once I finally started believing that myself, that was when I was able to fully open up and fully accept a lot of love into my life too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I just think like that's the formula, you guys. We have to be emotionally mature about things, take accountability for the mistakes we make, but be willing to take risk as well. Don't be afraid to go out there and just like love yourself and just be you, and and you're gonna naturally attract the right things for you. And so over here trying to control everybody because your shit ain't working out. Why do we gotta suffer because you suffering? Can you leave everybody alone and figure your shit out over there? And then when you done with all of that, you can come back and we can side eye you a little bit and just make sure you ain't tripping. And then yeah, sure, if you showing better behavior, all right, then we encourage that. But if you just gonna be like forcing your life upon others, and force, I want to use the word force because that's what that like this shit is borderline what they I'm like, so what if the person says no, I'm not going to live in this society? What are you going to do after that? You know what I mean? Why do you need the military? This doesn't sound like a peaceful, religious town. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many variables to this shit, and they're just like, I need woman, food. They're like, it's like, are you? Is your brain like a piece of tar? Like, what?
Yeah.
Weird.
Ken's out of his car, so I unmuted him.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm finally home.
Yeah, we can go ahead and run some more of the footage while Kevin is doing his thing. Yeah.
Let's do that. Because there's still some minutes left on this one.
Yep.
Yes, I am a rehab. Well, as Ref Joffreys would say, a recovering AFC, as we call it. Lucas knows what that means. A recovering AFC. So where basically you used to be that. The old term was AFC. I don't know why they changed to incel, but yeah, average frustrated chump. That was the term back in the day.
Oh wow, I never knew that. That's new to me.
I didn't know that. Well, thank you for sharing.
Oh no,
Yeah,
you see
that's
that
good
Red Pill,
work.
they are adopting.
Improve.
Sorry, May, I'll just say
in
this.
that area.
Sorry, May.
Actually, it's not
The thing about okay, I'll be real quick. I'm sorry, if we interrupt, but the thing about Red Pill is it's not new. They are stealing ideas and talking points from dating coaches of back in the day, like Ross Jeffries, David D'Angelo, Mystery, Neil Strauss to an extent. Like they stealing those people's ideas and reappropriating it and then making it as if it's Red Pill, as if it's, oh, look at it now. No, the original people were those men who talked about, but those men were not that toxic, I would argue, as if, hey, hate women. All of them always said, hey, if you fuck up and the woman rejects you, it's your fault. Don't blame the woman. It's your fault. You didn't do the right things to unlock her, to make her more peaceful. So
It
you need
sounds
to
kind
do
of
more
simpish.
research.
You didn't do the right thing, so you was rejected because you didn't do the right
Simpish?
thing.
No, sir, it's
No,
correct. Hold up.
women will
It's
reject
correct.
you for
If you
any
don't
reason.
hold up, Curtis, that's not a simpish behavior.
Go ahead and pause it. And I know this shit is messy as fuck. Yes, I did sit here for 8 hours and listen to this shit.
I hope you was. I don't see how. I would have been cussing and fussing and tearing up the whole house.
You know what? I was actually I was puzzling. And puzzling is very relaxing to me. So I was just like listening and puzzling at the same time and was like, this is some interesting shit. I was like, I don't want to leave. I'm intrigued. I've never heard no shit like this. We haven't even got to the worst part. I'm glad that you are in a place where we can really listen in. Because you thought that what we heard was bad. It gets worse.
Well, I'm gonna hop off for like maybe 10 or 15. I'm gonna charge my phone and I'll be back.
Okay. Yep.
Right.
Listen in on, hit that like and
Okay.
subscribe.
Got you.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
All right. We can keep going because
yeah,
this is
I didn't. I didn't know a lot about Andrew Tate and all of that stuff, and then once I did, oh my god, like my thought was, how the hell can anybody think that this is okay? Like, there's a TV show on Netflix about it. I think it's called like Adolescent or something.
I haven't seen that one.
It's about like a 13-year-old boy in Britain, but
yeah, I saw it. I never really got a chance to really sit down.
It's heavy, but I highly recommend watching it. And it's just, there's so much misinformation out here, and just, excuse me, it's all just so frustrating. And for somebody who has a daughter, it scares me that there's men raising little boys to be like them. But I am very grateful that I have a husband who will like stand up for his daughter every day of the week, because I saw him do it for me.
Yeah, and it's just like it's escalating. Like, it's moving so fast. These people, sorry, I'm munching, bro. Yup, I have the munchies like motherfucker.
Did you just not see me eat a full sandwich?
Yeah, no, it's up. Sorry, guys, but it's just, I think this has gotten. I didn't realize it was this bad. I didn't realize that this is going on on a daily basis in the way that it is. And when I say it gets worse, it does get worse. So you guys strap up, because what we just listened to with this whole, like, maybe how long we've been here, like almost hour and a half, it gets worse. And it's dangerous. And I want you guys to hear it, because these conversations are happening every fucking day, and we didn't even know.
This one is entitled "The Idiot Enters the Chat."
Most. Okay, so
that's just like a people thing, though. I don't get why.
Well, I don't like to get into. You know why I really don't like to get into the people thing? Because that's almost like I don't see color. I'm dealing with.
I understand
people.
What you mean by that, but but again, like
I got you. There's a human thing. There's a human factor. Yeah, there's a human factor in all of this that we discuss. We understand that, but what I'm saying is, we so low under the Richter scale. We have to deal with what's happening in our community. It's not that I don't see the people.
You can't attribute accountability solely to Black women.
Well,
everyone in the world can suffer from a lack of accountability. That's okay.
Okay, so that's in anything. So we could throw up that in things. So let's just go with me. All right. Out of probably a lot of the people that I have a conversation, I have never found some people in my circle who have went to court and fought for their daughter and had to fight hard for her and be able to get her at 2 years old. Her mother was not on drugs or anything. I just had a better case for the best interest of my child. But what I'm saying is, we have had people who come in, lawmakers and senators and stuff like that, and understand that there's a mindset as far as when it comes down to court cases. So don't act like if these things are under the radar. We got men who lose their driving license and then they can't work, then they can't pay child support. Yeah, it's not an overload of men going to jail, but your hands are strapped. So my thing is with all this right here, if we go look at one part of the species and try to fix it, why is it we can't look at
the species?
The species? What? And then also he's talking about something that kind of made me frustrated was he's talking about like, oh, what if I get my license taken away and then I can't drive to work? That's a you problem, sir. That is nobody else's problem but you.
Take the bus? I don't know. Take the bus peacefully and don't blame that on women because you can't drive to work. I don't know. What the fuck?
Bro, you guys, it sounds like it. Like, you are an adult. Figure that shit out. Just saying.
Other side and try to.
I don't
think nobody's forcing nobody to have babies. That's number one. When y'all both lay down, when y'all both lay down
You can
Y'all have that
turn it
decision
down a
right
little.
then. Why should she have an extra decision after that? Because he don't.
Okay, OJ, can I say one moment?
Okay, I missed some of that. I need to rewind it.
Hold on,
Can
I
I say
just say
something,
this.
please?
Can I please
Wait,
say this?
wait.
Can I
Oh,
just say
what
this
do you mean?
latter part, please?
We understand that. But what I'm saying is we so low under the Richter scale, we have to deal with what's happening in our community. It's not that I don't see the people.
You can't attribute accountability solely to black women. Everyone
okay.
in the world can suffer from a lack of accountability. That's a case-by-case basis.
Okay, so that's in anything. So we could throw up that in things. So let's just go with me, all right? Out of probably a lot of the people that I have a conversation, I have never found some people in my circle who have went to court and fought for their daughter and had to fight hard for her and be able to get her at 2 years old. Her mother was not on drugs or anything. I just had a better case for the best interest of my child. But what I'm saying is we have had people who come in, lawmakers and senators and stuff like that, and understand that there's a mindset as far as when it comes down to court cases. So don't act like if these things are under the radar. We got men who lose their driving license and then they can't work, then they can't pay child support. Yeah, it's not an overload of men going to jail, but your hands are strapped. So my thing is with all this right here, if we go look at one part of the species and try to fix it, why is it we can't look at the other side and try to? Because I don't think nobody's forcing nobody to have babies. That's number one. When y'all both lay down, when y'all both lay down, y'all have that decision right then. Why should she have an extra decision after that? Because he don't.
Okay, OJ, can I say one moment? Can I say something, please? Wait.
Can I just say this latter part, please? And I'll let you have it, please.
This is the other woman in the chat. Can you press pause real quick?
So
this is the only other woman in the chat at this time.
What did you say about like women with the alphabet or something? Like what?
I don't know. He's really hard to keep up with. So I'm sorry about that. You really have to really listen to him. But he said that ain't nobody forcing women to have babies. And you have the choice right there to lay down and all this and that. And I'm like,
I agree with Jazzy. That was what the was for.
Yeah, for sure. And he's really talking on like it's just like these people don't see it any other variable beside they're so like tunnel visioned, like there is no other idea around, like they don't even like comprehend like other variables as to why you're in the situation that you're in, or like what happened, or like what could happen. They're just like man, woman, sex, baby, happy, she turn on and off, go to bed, eat shit, sleep, man, power. That this is the type of shit that I feel like we're dealing with here. And it gets worse.
Well, this also goes back to just thinking about other people in other situations and having empathy, because I bet that this guy has like never been in red pill America to save his life, where women are being forced to literally have babies. And look at that poor, I'll say it again, look at that poor woman in Georgia who was literally dead, brain dead, but they kept her alive because she was pregnant, because otherwise the doctors would have like gone to jail. So don't be sitting here telling me that I don't see this stuff, therefore it's not real. Fuck that. Fuck that kind of
great
mentality.
point, Katie. Great point. Great fucking point. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yep.
Because there's so many
women
other
are being forced
things that go on with this. Yeah, go ahead, continue.
because if they become impregnated and they want to have an abortion, the medical the clinic or whatever is being held accountable, they'll end up going to jail. Even the mother will go to jail, and I think they're being sentenced as well to death. I may be wrong about that one, but that is being forced to have a child that you don't want when you would usually go to the clinic to have an abortion. I don't know
well, and a lot of it.
Okay, well, let's go on the other side of that. Let's go on the other side of that.
Let her finish, people.
Let's go on the other side of that. Let's go on the other side of that. So you're forcing a man to have a child he don't want. You're forcing a man.
I'm sorry.
Go to the next. What'd you guys say, Katie?
One of them was saying you're forcing a man to have a child that he don't want. She's pregnant. Your fucking part is done.
Right, exactly.
You don't have to do shit until that child is born. And then most of the time, most men don't anyway. But fuck you for saying that. You have never carried a child and seen your body go through thousands of changes. Fuck that. Ooh. Ooh.
Yep. Tell his ass, Katie. Tell his ass.
I'm sorry. Do you have hair growing out of places, and do you pee a little when you sneeze? Like, fuck you, sir.
He probably does. I heard that once like kind of men hit men hit like their 30s and their prostate kind of loosens up or whatever, that they like I don't know, they like don't realize that there's like extra pee, and so they're done peeing and they think they're done, and then they put their dick back in their pants, and then they like pee themselves a little bit. So I found that out. So now I know I'm gonna wonder when you walk out the bathroom if you accidentally peed yourself a little bit every time you come out the bathroom. If y'all want to be all up in women business, and I'm gonna learn everything about y'all. I'm gonna learn every embarrassing thing that happens to men with their little fucking wieners. I'm gonna learn, because y'all just be all up in everybody's business about what the fuck we doing. I'm about to start learning what the fuck you be doing, and how your body be working. Two can play this game.
This is probably a person that also says that C-section mothers aren't real mothers. So, but I digress. Let's go on to the next one where it says May enters the chat. Oh boy.
Yeah. Let me put up the banner, the timestamp it.
Because I wanted to say something.
Go ahead, MayMoney.
Okay, go. So I just wanted to just throw out a few more variables to this conversation, because we really haven't filled out this conversation the way that I think is important to. First of all, when it comes to like the reason why I say somebody would have an abortion, sometimes they need to have it because the mother might not make it, or the baby won't make it, or both of them won't make it. There's like, I mean, health things being denied to women that needed to even have the successful pregnancy here.
What about the woman that was denied?
Hold up.
Go ahead.
And there's another thing. If we want to talk about, if all these men are so gung-ho about having these children, and then they just want to go ahead and like our friend, I guess you guys' homie that sat there for a good 15 minutes and talked about how women, if they're single, just go to jail until they all that bullshit. So what about the children? You know what I mean? What if the mom dies? Or what if the dad dies? I don't know. There's so many more variables to this. I don't understand why we're not thinking about this like as reasonable adults. And then one more thing I want to add. This is a fun fact that I learned the other day. I got it pulled up right here. 40% of miscarriages, especially the ones that happen over and over, is actually held accountable to the health of the man's sperm. So it's actually the unhealthy sperm that's fucking up the pregnancy, not the fucking egg. So how about that? Did you even know that?
Men are
what if a man is infertile?
Did you do the other tests? Did you do the other statistics on that? Women who take birth control for a long period of time can cause some of the same problems. Did you look at that study too?
mean, oh sure, but okay, sure, but there's a whole bunch of shit that can go into the variables
I
of
got
women
it, but
actually having a baby. So just because birth
May,
control is one
but
of those
you
things,
use one of the most extreme things. A very low percent of women have complications when it comes down.
Nope. 1 in 4 is not a low percentile. You stupid fucking idiot. No.
Oh.
No. No. Mm-mm. I'm
He gets
sorry.
stupider.
Oh, great.
To have pregnancy.
more than double the risk of miscarriages because of the levels.
No, I'm not talking about miscarriage as a whole. I'm talking about.
So are you saying that you just have the most excellent sperm in all the land?
No, I'm not. I'm not saying. I mean, some women got expired eggs. So I mean, you want to talk about sperm? Some of y'all got expired eggs. You don't fuck them up. So,
Jesus Christ.
so let's just deal with all of it. If you want to just deal with that. So you said, "Wow." As soon as I said that. So
I'm gonna shove my expired eggs down his throat and just be like, how do these taste then?
Don't you just do, isn't that just like a tampon?
No, it's different. Like, I don't know. It's a whole thing. Oh my God. Hold on. I know exactly
expired eggs. I know.
Hold on.
Like, okay, bro.
There's still 2 minutes left on this timestamp. I'm scared.
Well, as soon as I said women have unhealthy eggs, then you said, wow. I didn't say wow when you said the sperm. I kind of agreed on with you.
So they're just
men out there with bad
you're just
sperm.
gonna say that it's a fault of the woman because she purposely fucked up her eggs. Like that's very ignorant of you to say.
No. But see, what you talking about? Wait a minute. Stop right there. You are talking about a health condition of men, and it's not fucked up. But as soon as I say some women got some fucked up eggs. Okay, well, make me understand what you just said then.
That's not what I said. I wasn't saying like, poo poo. I wasn't poo pooing anybody's health.
You said, wow, that's fucked up. Didn't you say that's wow, that's fucked up?
I just thought what you said about like I think your whataboutism argument is very circular and I don't think you're really.
Well, you can say you can use. Look. I'm probably the most simple. Wait. I'm probably the most simple person. I'm probably the most simple person on this panel, and I make mine so simple that okay. So I make mine so simple. So no, I say I am. I didn't say you,
bro.
Why are you yelling in my ear?
Well, you put your ear on the other side then. Whatever you got to do, get it with the bad eggs you got. Okay, but anyway, so what I'm saying.
What?
You what the fuck I said. So what I'm saying is, you said, "Wow, that was."
Oh, I can't,
dude.
I don't. Oh my,
dude.
Oh my God.
This is a load of barnacles.
I'm like, y'all. The fact that I was like. I was puzzling. That was really so. I was really able to comfortably sit there. It was quite entertaining some of the times because it was just like this can't be serious. But even though it is very serious, but I'm sitting here solving my puzzle and am like, what the fuck is this? I have to see this through because like where is this conversation going to end up? You know what I mean? I got myself into it. I'm like, well. Fuck it. I'm gonna stay here until I'm tired and want to go to sleep, which isn't gonna happen because I'm puzzling. But people really do believe this. They carry this around in their everyday lives. They spread this amongst their communities. These are the ideas that they have about the people around them, but they're too afraid to really implement their shit until one day they pop off and turn into violent, threatening people. I mean, we really got to stop this.
Well, also remember you guys. You also have to remember too that these people are just keyboard warriors. It's like, yes, you can see their picture in their profile or whatever on this, but you can't see them. So they think that they have an empowerment that they can say whatever they want, and it'll never get back to them.
No, yeah, no, exactly. So, hey, and like, don't get if you want to really get on an internet forum. And the one thing that I do I don't like, and I do like about the panel and how Lucas, on the panel, I call him Lewis because that's what it says. So I'm gonna call him by the name that's there. So Lewis,
oh, that's Lucas.
Yeah, Lewis is Lucas.
Okay.
He doesn't interject much, kind of just lets the panel kind of do its thing, which I don't mind. But he will, like, from time to time or like add to things, which is fine too, but sometimes I wish he would interject a little bit more, and like maybe inform people more about things, because there's a whole bunch of bullshit being spewed talking about, oh, like, ain't nobody being forced to have babies and da 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 da. Like, if we're gonna have this dumbass conversation, interject some information, in there. Look some shit up and be like, no, actually, this is the actual fact about this here. So, like, if you're gonna have the channel and the panel, you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, so if you're gonna have a free forum, interject like a fact check every now and again, so you just don't have people arguing about some shit that's not true. And if nobody knows, then Google it up and let somebody actually tell the factual information, right? So I think that's a way to improve this, but I do think that it's a very useful kind of experience that I went through, because I was notified about what is going on these internet streets in the communities that we actually like, in the communities that we actually are in, within independent media. You know what I mean? But there's still people sitting on our side of the panel talking this shit. You know what I mean? So we gotta be aware of this shit, is basically what I'm saying. All right, let's keep going.
Rifle. That's how I started.
No. You said some other things, and you said giving in that whole
Oh, you
little
can go to the next time.
She got it off the last one.
This is the next timestamp.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry, I know you got it.
I'm saying, Reggie, what I'm saying is, the overall point is, the overall point is, you don't know a virus when you see one.
It can be a rifle. It can be a knife.
The overall point, Reggie, you don't know a virus when you see one. Ain't no man. Wait a minute. Ain't no man who's your enemy. Well, this one to say, Reggie. Ain't no man who's your enemy gonna put a gun in your woman's head to defeat him.
I'll answer your question.
Okay.
The black
So, OG, that's why
that's some dumb shit.
OG.
So you're supposed to have all the weapons, and the black woman is supposed to stand there with no protection at all, not even to help you.
You can remove the weapons. It can be with her fist that she's in survival mode. So you hyper focusing on this weapon, albeit if I don't remember me saying that, but if you want to say I said that, let's go with that.
But I'm just going with your wait. I'm going with your sentiment, brother. I'm going with your sentiment. What I'm trying to say is, if a woman, wait a minute. If a woman is spoils of war, think about what I'm going to say, Reggie. If a woman is spoils of war, right? Then if she gets advantage over a man in the same geographic area, demographic, whatever you want to talk about, if she's been given a woman, if she's been given an advantage, because that's what you said, she got guns and all that other shit.
He is hella loud.
So if somebody gave it to her, Reggie, listen what I'm saying, Reggie. Let me finish.
Sorry, guys. He is loud as fuck.
Reggie, let me finish.
No, wait. I don't want
Reggie, if she was giving all that shit, why you think she was giving all that shit?
Jay, you beating up a ghost. I don't want you shadow boxing. If we go,
maybe
don't worry about it. I did a lot of that, Reggie. I love
okay, cool. But spar me. So
okay. Well, you know
this
shit ain't gonna last too long.
Hold on. What I'm presenting.
You better let me spar. You better want me to spar shadow box. That shit last.
You gotta listen.
It ain't gonna last too long. I'm sparring you.
Oh, you gotta let the nigga talk.
Go ahead, Reggie. Okay, hey, look, we just trying to make light of the conversation.
Okay, you make it light too much. Like, hold on, Jay. The premise is that she's in survival mode. We can make it her fist since you want to hyper focus on what she's been given. She haven't been given nothing. She's out here surviving. She has been put in a place where she has to survive. And now that somebody is coming to her, albeit her counterpart, someone who should be protecting her, but for whatever reason, he hasn't been. Now he's coming to her and saying, listen, you don't need to be fighting. I can fight for you. It is a different type of situation, because I don't want to give it no negative or positive connotation, but it is a different type of situation. It is a mind warp for you to tell somebody who is in survival mode and had to depend on themselves to say, you know what, you don't need to do this anymore. I got you, when they have no history of you doing said thing. They have no history of you providing for them. They are just going off of lip service at this point.
All right, Reverend Hooper Holler. Okay, all right, Reverend Hooper Holler. So, can you answer this question? Hey, Reggie, can you answer this question? Since they wasn't given anything, how many black women lost their jobs this year?
Then I'm gonna fucking go ahead and take me a fucking weapon. If I'm about to survive,
how many black women lost their jobs this year?
How about that? So you didn't have, you don't have
no, you'll see where I'm going with this in a minute.
I don't understand.
How many black women lost their job this year?
Survival works. Somebody's going to fight for their weapon.
What they call it, DEI, whatever the hell they call it. How many black women lost their jobs this year?
I don't know.
Lucas, can you ask him to stop yelling?
Okay, so won't you just leave and you won't have to hear me? But anyway, because I'm talking to men now. I'm talking to men. Ain't no man had no problem with it. Reggie.
Oh my God!
Reason
Why
can't they have a weapon? Reason why you don't know the answer to that.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I sat a whole 8 hours and did that shit. Yes.
No, man.
What the fuck, you guys? So can we break down that segment, because we let that play for a little bit. I hope
what
you
the
heard.
hell is that even about? I just heard weapons and fists and guns.
So I'll kind of fill in as much as I remember of this portion of the conversation, right? So this dude was talking about, well, I'm here, the black man is supposed to protect the black woman. And then he kept saying, well, who gave her the knife and who gave her the gun? Ain't nobody, she ain't supposed to have that. Why did she have the knife and the gun and all these things? And then the nicer here, Reggie, was trying to explain to this idiot that nobody gave her anything. She actually just has her fist because she was denied protection to protect herself. So the only thing she's protecting herself is with her fist. And you over here talking about, after like trying to survive, and you over here talking about, oh, I'm gonna protect you, bitch. I don't know you, and you're not giving me anything to protect myself. You got all the guns over there, and you talk about you gonna protect me. Well, then give me a fucking gun. I know how to shoot. So that makes no fucking sense. Right? And so it sounds like you want to take away my ability to protect myself. So then if you just gonna do that, then I'm just gonna go ahead and get me a fucking gun and a knife and all sorts of shit. So and if you step in my way to try to stop me from protecting myself, then that means you're trying to harm me. And so I'm gonna defend myself, and then I might win this battle. I don't understand this argument here. Like, what kind of robots do these people think that they're dealing with?
Well, I'm not understanding why is it a man woman thing?
I don't either.
You have a right to defend yourself whether you're a man or a woman. Hello.
Hell, cats and dogs have a right to defend themselves.
It's
Deer,
primal.
horse, shit.
When he keeps screaming, I think of the Band Geeks episode of SpongeBob where it's like, if we're really loud, people will think we're good.
Right.
So
yeah,
if I'm really loud,
a lot. Yeah. And so, but the spoils of war topic comes up, right, you guys? And so
yeah, it's in this timestamp, I think.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah, it's very dangerous rhetoric. I don't like that. I don't agree with that at all. And just for our lovely, lovely people that are hanging out with us tonight, listening to this bullshit that I think is important to listen to. And I know it's been a little clunky, but whatever. You know, I like I am clunky. Okay, just leave me alone.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
I think in a world like today, it's so much better to be authentic than to be totally put together.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's be real.
Yeah, I don't have the energy to be put together. Like, nothing else is put together. Why I gotta be put together? Fuck that.
Right.
You're gonna take what I'm giving you, and if you don't
Right.
want it, I don't know what to tell you.
But yeah, so let's just go ahead and go to our next little.
Because it don't go.
Oh no,
it
the
don't go along with
spoilers
your
part.
narrative. That's why you don't have an answer to that, because it don't go with your narrative.
You have
because
not
they
had
haven't
an
been
answer
given a
all
lot
fucking
of
night,
shit.
bro. It's been like 3 hours
They
at
have
this
been given
point. You have not answered
are
one
you gonna
fucking
say
question.
MayMoney? Are you gonna say when black women have not been given opportunities?
Wait, what is them being? What is them
Why
being
do you
let
not
go
want
from?
us to have a weapon so we can help you out, just in case somebody?
Because you're gonna turn the gun on it. You have proven it to us. You have You have proven to us. You're gonna turn the gun on us.
But no, I don't think that's been proven.
You have proven it to us.
Where's
you
the
have
factoids
proven
on
to us that you're gonna turn the gun on us.
Where, sir?
You have proven to us you would turn the gun on us.
Who, what, when, where, why? Who, what, when, where, why, sir? I don't trust. Answer a question, sir.
I will answer
Uncle
it just
Rufus
based on
is
the
doing
job.
a
I just
lot.
don't trust you like that. For no reason on the job.
I'm not stabbing nobody in the back. I don't
They stabbing
know
each other
about
in the
the
back.
people that y'all fuck with. Maybe you need to make better choices
They
about
stabbing
who
each
you
other in the back.
with. But I'm just asking
Who
you.
I gotta work with? I gotta deal with the white man. I gotta deal with the white woman, and then I gotta look at the black woman side.
Isn't that anecdotal?
Well, but you guys said so. Can the black women just leave and go ahead and rest on the beach while you guys go ahead and fight your war or whatever? Because
just don't give y'all ass no gun. I don't want y'all to have no gun no more than I want the Klan to have a gun.
Well, if I want a gun, I'm gonna get me a gun. If I want one, if you want me to have it or not. And so, if you want to have, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a human being with autonomy. So it don't matter what the fuck you want me to do or not.
Unless your master tell you can't have one.
You're not my
Yeah,
master,
yes,
bro.
I ain't say I was. I say unless your master tell you can't have one.
I don't have no master, bro.
Yeah, okay.
I actually have community. I actually have real community.
Yeah, right.
You can pull up on me and all my homies.
We gotta
Yeah,
get
okay.
real men like this.
Yeah, but you can say what you want to say.
You sound stupid, and you sound stupid all night.
Okay, well, you know what? I wouldn't expect anything else different from coming out of your mouth.
I know.
I wouldn't.
You just can't comprehend just regular concepts of like basic.
I got you. I got you. So when Trump get rid of all these other those fake ass degrees and shit y'all got, when Trump get rid of all these fake ass degrees y'all got, then we gonna see who y'all gonna become.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Fake ass degrees that are, nursing and doctors and teachers.
Ain't this some shit, y'all?
And I said this on my live that I did a couple days ago. The ironic thing about all these degrees that they're taking away, they're mandated reporters.
That is absolutely correct.
People that are pedophiles.
That should have been. I think at some point within that 8 hours, I did bring that up. I got some seaweed. Y'all like seaweed?
Who does this guy think he is? And these degrees also are every degree is hard. Every degree is hard, but the ones that they're trying to basically cancel are some of the hardest degrees that you'll ever go through.
Yeah, the hardest and most expensive.
And yeah, that too. And a lot of women hold those degrees. So it's like, what?
He's just like, I would just want to oppress you, like oppression.
Well, when he said master, I'm like, Jesus fuck.
Oh yeah,
and this is
you know what? I have been smoking weed all night, and I was actually full because we lit the leg and for Thanksgiving and everything. Now, and so I was just chilling. So I was my feathers were never ruffled, so I was totally happy and content sitting there I was in the right mood to really get some really good content for y'all tonight.
So you weren't peacocking, as they say, like this guy was.
Not the
No,
peacock.
I was actually very intrigued into what he was saying. It gets crazier. Keep it going.
Oh my god. Oh god.
I ain't got time for Uncle Rufus.
But you know what is fun though? You know what is fun though, you guys? You know I get spicy and I'll be shutting them down. I mean,
You want me to go? There's like a couple seconds left. You want me to just go to the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
But whenever I'm talking to him, it's always something funny in there.
All right, here we
Like
go.
he just has like no respect. He just talk to people all kinds of crazy. That's what I can't do.
I love. I felt like a cat playing with like it's like little mouse that it found or something. You know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing. It ain't for me. It ain't for me. It ain't for me. It's for them. Because I know how my mouth can go.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm what you call the right wrong one.
So y'all gonna hate on the man because he ain't no baby daddy?
No,
that's not what
I'm
we're
just
saying.
asking. I'm just asking.
He's 40 and he ain't got a family, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
But I'm just saying. If the man haven't found, maybe women he haven't found the person he wants, and maybe he's just working on himself.
Y'all is just judge.
This the problem. This the problem with us right now. Like, what the fuck are we talking? This is why we don't got a community. No motherfuckers don't want to have families. Like, and then you want to wonder why motherfuckers we don't got a community. That's the like.
Why can't we have?
How you gonna have a community without a family?
Never start with that. Can we like each other
I'm
first?
still young, so I got
Can we
time.
value each other? Can we not be spoils of war? Can we maybe be like friends? Can we like I don't know?
Hating on me
Can we like play some Pokemon or some shit? Can we like respect each other?
The future is Chuck, right? You understand that, right, Trayvon? The future is Chuck.
This is not hating because I'm still in my 20s.
What do you guys like to do? I like music.
The future is
I
Chuck,
don't know.
Trayvon. Don't you think Chuck thought that way? Not Chuck. I'm sorry, not Chuck. Who was it? Curtis. The future is Curtis, Trayvon.
No.
You talking to your twin right now.
No. I'm speaking as an individual. I'm not trying to put myself on the.
I know. So is Trayvon. That's what I'm saying.
I want kids when I'm in my 30s, not in my 30s. Nah, I'm in my 20s. I'm in my 20s.
Curtis wanted that.
No, press pause there.
Wait, did you?
Press pause there. Because there's a timestamp. This one I was a little squirrely about, and I wrote it down on a napkin downstairs that I'm gonna go grab. So you pause it there. But the one thing I wanted to point out, like I was just like, can we just offer regular like relationship kind of things? Can we like just all let's all go out and watch the Warriors game together? Why don't we do that? Why do we have to be like marry me and have baby? Like what? Like what? Why are we playing real life like The Sims? Like, like go and woohoo. You know what I mean? Like
because this is real life now.
Yeah,
okay?
That's a good point.
Like
yeah,
that's like the big problem. Like people meet more online or interact more online than they actually do in person. That's why so many socially awkward, crazy people now. Because I can be a keyboard warrior all damn day long, but see you in person, I'm like, you know.
Yeah, and then you can just age up, put in a cheat code, and age up your. Your kid, so you don't have to change his diapers. Because when you play The Sims, like a diaper shows up like people will come over to your house to like throw diapers on the floor.
And then they'll fix your sink.
Yeah.
My house would literally always burn down. Don't ask me
and
why.
Then the house would burn down, and then you'd get the little robber music.
I tried.
So,
I killed my gigapet too.
I actually put in a cheat code and aged up like the baby that I had for one of my Sims because I was not feeling the toddler shit. But like, we're not allowed to do that in real life, you guys.
Most parents don't feel the toddler shit. I'm just
Yeah.
you need
That's why I don't have children, you guys. You know,
It's
I like
cute
to
till
get
they
ratchet
learn.
with my friends on the internet. I don't think I should do that. You know what I mean?
It's cute till they learn how to flicker the lights.
Right. I can deal with you till you start talking. You start talking, that's when it's an issue. Don't ask me.
I also take care of everybody else's kid. I work at an elementary school, and you know, I like to make sure that the babies are safe, but I like to give them back to you, even though they're safer in my hands sometimes in situations because these motherfuckers is crazy.
My daughter's in the repeat phase right now, and we learned that the hard way when we heard the F words fly out of her mouth the other day.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not a. You need to be putting me on mute around when she on.
No, it wasn't you. It was me. I did it. No, it was me. No, she hears us say it more than anything.
Definitely not healthy.
Okay.
All right, let's where are we at? Can we not or 45, 49, 50?
We're about to get to 49.50. Like we're at 49.25 right now. So
okay, yeah. So we just move it. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
So let me ask Curtis. Can I ask Curtis? Curtis, do you at one time did you want to be married?
Yourself a dog, Trayvon.
Did you want to be married? Did you want to have a family? Let me just ask this, Curtis.
Are you asking me if I ever wanted a family?
You don't need
Yes,
no kids.
I'm just asking, Curtis. You never wanted a family.
said he don't need no kids.
I just told y'all earlier I didn't want.
Okay, I didn't hear that, Curtis. No, that's cool.
No, it's cool.
I'm cool.
I'm not getting mad. What I'm saying is,
cool.
even when it comes to the relationship,
so
like I
loud.
think that men should be able to do what they want to do, and women should be able to do
Seriously.
what they want to do. This is
No.
2025. It's the way the shit's already going right now. Anyway,
Then you can't be
Yeah,
mad that
Trayvon.
you don't have a community.
I'm not mad. I'm just saying we don't have one, but I'm not mad about it.
Ooh, wait, so how you, wait, that's a, you know that's a problem, right? You're not mad about it?
He accepts
Why do I need to be mad when I'm straight right now?
You're a black man. What the fuck you talking about? You're not worried that you don't got a black community? What the fuck you
Can
talking
you
about?
put the chat
What
on
community?
the screen?
It's over.
You don't
Right.
see that you're
There's a live chat, active
like
chat.
that.
Yeah.
Right?
see that
Wait, so why are you on this channel then? Why are you on this channel?
I mean,
Why are you on this channel?
To let us know it's over. What do you mean?
Oh, not that one. The one in
The paradigm
It's
shift.
all good, man. You could be here. You don't gotta feel.
The live chat that was going on in
that
this
way, dude.
room.
Oh, give me a sec.
Yeah.
Like it's not over, man.
Yeah.
It's all good over here, man. I'm puzzling.
It's over. It's over.
He's
Curtis.
right.
That's right.
Can you hear me?
See,
I mean, it's
Lucas
over for
wasn't saying
Curtis.
that bullshit when he was over there with them two
You wanna
douchebags.
hang out?
Lucas, you
man?
wasn't saying all that shit when you was over there with them two douchebags.
Say what?
Not the
Them
douche.
twins.
I don't
You wasn't saying
appreciate
that.
being
You
called
made a whole
spoiled of war
video
for like 3
about
hours straight,
how you
okay?
went in,
So,
you went
why
in
should
and cut them
why
with a
should I wanna
dagger
hang out with
about the
that?
bullshit they were saying, and then you saying the same thing
I
now,
was
Lucas?
not in agreement with any of that. Actually, I think I was very
No, I'm
pushy.
just saying, Lucas, you was talking about them. They were talking about all the issues that you know, the video you made about the two douchebags, the
Yes, that's
twins,
what I
whatever
said.
the fuck their name
Douchebag.
is, about the shit they were saying, right? Believe it or not, you're hearing some of the same shit over here.
I don't think so.
What?
Where?
Yes, you are.
Who said that?
Okay, I don't even know what's happening. Like, I'm getting a headache just listening to this.
Yeah. Fast forward just a little. Just put it to the next one.
Yep.
There's
I don't know what Uncle Rufus
there's something in here.
Yeah, it don't.
Oh, not necessarily. 20-some goddamn kids. You trying to say there was no chance?
Why you screaming, bro?
I'm sorry, Reggie.
Exactly.
I forgot you got them superhero ears. I'm
I
sorry.
think this is where it starts to.
But anyway, Lucas. So what I'm saying, well, you got that super sign of that like aura like Superman.
Like I said, it comes from social peers. It's not always the home.
I got it. It's not always the home, but I tell you what, more than not.
No.
The way this shit going ain't gonna be no homes for anybody.
No, listen. More than not, it is coming from the home.
Not with the black woman right
More
now.
than
man.
not.
We got to focus on the black.
I ain't talking about. I just said the home. I ain't said nothing about the black woman or black. I just said more than not, it coming from
I
the
was just
home.
clarifying for me.
Okay.
No.
I appreciate that.
She was trying to intrude, the man discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We was all for that. But anyway, I have known like
No,
when I
go
be
to the
helping people
next
with
one.
they weight problems and
Where
stuff
are we
like
at,
that.
Katie?
And
I'm a little lost on here.
606.
Oh, okay. No, go. Let's go to 709. Let's go to 709.
Not
No, 704.
704.
704. 704.
Okay.
We're getting close to the end, actually. So, but there's something out there. There's something I want to say before. So, the fact that, like, first of all, I did sit there for 8 hours. So people are really committed to what they believe in, and I really want to implore people to be kind of aware of something, that the people that really deeply believe in the shit that they believe in are the ones that are dangerous. That's why Marjorie Taylor Greene was so fucking dangerous, because she's not lying to you. She's actually very much so a zealot and a fanatic on the shit that she was like QAnon and stuff. You know what I mean? These people they're cult like minded. So they really operate on this level, and it's extremely dangerous because this man sat and he paid money. He paid money to like exile other people from talking on the panel. So like he's actually paying Lewis money to silence other people on this shit. That's how like crazy this shit was. It and the fact that and hey, let Lewis get his money. If an idiot want to pay him, then go ahead
what I am asking and what I
sorry
do that. No problem. But yeah, that's just all I was saying. I really think that these type of people with these type of with this type of dedication to do some dumb shit like this are extremely fucking dangerous.
Well, you gotta kind of separate it too, because you got the ones that are just like online fanatics, and then you have the actual ones out in the streets that will actually do something.
Yeah.
You can
But
kind
they
of
get
tell
influenced by people that aren't serious. Right?
but that's what I struggle with, because it's just like people can have their opinions and beliefs all damn day long, and maybe I'm just built different, but that doesn't necessarily imprint or mean something to me, because I have my own mind and thoughts and opinions. Yeah, it's great that you feel like that, but I don't have to feel like that. So it always bothers me when people cling on to a little nugget of mutual belief with somebody, no matter how crazy it is.
Right. But yeah, I'm just confused about one thing too. Since we're getting close to kind of like going through the yelling and the screaming and all the bullshit. But like what is it about the male species, I guess, if that's what we're calling it, all up in here all willy-nilly? What is the problem here? Why be like that? I guess that's really the simplest way I could put it. Like, how does that serve you? Why? I guess you answered it earlier. I would say it would be ego, but like,
yeah,
what does that serve for you? You know?
I don't even think they know, because it's something that you have some people, and especially when they reach a certain age, how they feel and what they think is just set in stone. It ain't no changing it. And I don't know homie that was yelling and screaming on here, but he is firm in what he believes, and it ain't changed. A person like that, I don't even have to see his face to know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and a lot of it is generational. It's just like
Yes, that is that is another thing I mentioned to Katie earlier. We were talking about another crazy little show. Yeah, he is an older dude. He said he was like, I think he said he was like up 40s, maybe 50s, something like that. Maybe even 60, maybe, I don't know. Between there, older for sure. People was calling them OG, so whatever. Anyway, but there was another channel where there are two kids. They're adult children to some boomers, right? And they're showing them all these ICE raids and all these things, and showing them like people being beat up and shit. And they're trying to get their Trump MAGA loving parents and have them watch this shit, and they are unreachable. It was so sad to watch, and scary as well. And so these are the dangerous people. They're a danger to them fucking selves, really.
Yeah.
You know,
It's unfortunate. Some people are just like truly just set, and short of like a catastrophic event, it takes a lot to kind of shake them out of that, especially if it's all they know, and then all they know is being reinforced.
Right.
That makes it worse. When it's reinforced.
Yeah. Sad reality. But hey, let's keep going. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you for being here. We're at the tail end. I know it's been yelly, but this is just the nature of what I went through.
Trying to understand, yes, to answer your question, May. Yes, of course. You have your own autonomy. You can do things. Like, you can make decisions. That's not ever up in question. But what I am asking and what I am presenting is you acquiescing, just like you do at a job, just like you do with any team that you get on across the world, that anybody does. Are you able to acquiesce to a leader and say, you know what, this is the leader. I chose this person to be the leader. And in that, I can acquiesce to that. I can submit to that. Submit is not a nasty word unless you make it. That's what I'm asking. Because I'll land here. Because
do I have the choice to say no if I feel like the leader is incompetent? Is my question.
Of course you do, but at the same time,
and if that it is that person that I'm with, is that leader willing to submit to me if I'm the more competent person in the situation?
In a leadership role,
yes or no?
Sure.
So if I'm the more competent person in the situation with the man, is he willing to submit, or do I even have the choice to allow him to submit to me, or am I always submissive whether or not he's even competent at all?
Just to answer your question, yes. I don't know what you mean by competent, but just to move this conversation along.
Competent. Yes. The word competent. Look it up.
No.
Real quick.
May, Shadi, you gotta calm down. Like, seriously.
Right.
Because I'm trying with you.
You wasting your time.
So shut up, Chuck. So in this, the reason that I'm asking is, I forgot where I was gonna land now. In this, the reason that I'm asking is because when we talk about community, there has to be a leader. So if you cannot acquiesce and submit to a leader, then
does the leader have qualifications?
You keep throwing me off. In the sense that a community chooses the leader. If you chose a bad leader, then nigga, what we talking about? That's something you need to go reflect on. You chose the nigga.
We've obviously we have a bad leader as the president of the United States right now. I think that's why we're all here right now.
And Lucas talks about this all the time. Look at the state of the people that quote unquote chose him. That's a whole nother conversation. So again, it goes back to what I said, and it's more the people or the chooser who's making this person their leader. But it doesn't remove the fact that if you say this is my leader, then you should be able to submit.
But what if you didn't say that this is my leader?
We're not talking about that. You keep bringing up stuff. We're not talking about that.
Let him finish.
But that's a very big part of the question.
May, with all due respect, Chuck, stall me out. With all due respect, May, in a relationship, a woman chooses. Let's stop playing. You choose. There are no arranged marriages going on ad nauseum in the Black community. Even though Chuck would love that. There's nobody hitting you over the head and saying this the nigga you gonna marry. The nigga that you was married to. Nobody
Not
made
me particularly.
you. Okay, so that's what we talking about right now. So can you stop?
Reggie, I have an answer for you.
Hold on.
Okay,
Wait,
pause it right there.
Wait.
Let them finish.
Pause
it right there. Pause right there. So, like, do you guys understand where I was trying to get to, or am I crazy and was I talking stupid? Because I was
You're not
really
crazy, but there's too much yelling. I can't follow it all anymore.
From what I could understand, the other dude that was more rational.
Yeah.
He was kind of saying what I said earlier about it. If it's a situation where that's their dynamic and it works for them and they're okay with it. If that woman or man or whatever the situation chooses to be in that role, if that's what works for them, but that don't work for everybody. Like
Jazzy brings up a good point too. She said, "I don't want someone to leave me."
That's what I was trying to say too, and I couldn't find the timestamp where I had that say. I made that exact point, and I was talking to stupid people, so it didn't really get through. But this is exactly everything that me and Kev have been saying. I said it. Jazzy is saying it. Like I really do think that this is an education thing, you guys, because social skills is a part of education. We need to make it a part of our education. We need to make people socialize properly and take care of their mental health and learn how to be around other fucking people and learn that people are not robots that you can turn on and off like your fucking phone, because we have gotten to the point where they don't want no women. They want women to just be. They think women are NPCs. Like they literally. I think some of these people are so stupid that they think that if you walked up to me and was like, "Hey," like they think that in their perfect world that there won't be like men that disagree with them, women that disagree with them. So what if that woman disagrees? You're gonna force them. So what if they defend themselves? And what if they win the fight? You know what I mean? Like, what if you die? Like, there's so many other things that go into all these scenarios. It's really like they don't realize that they live in a 3D world or something. It's like they live in like 2D, like in SpongeBob Doodle World or something.
No, me.
Yeah, like
that's just some men that want like a dictatorship and not a partnership. Like at the end of the day,
yeah,
the beauty of a relationship is two people coming together with their strengths and their weaknesses. So yeah, you might take the lead on XYZ because that's what you're good at. That's your strong suit.
And they don't have a relationship with themselves either. Like,
right. Or I might take the lead on this because it's what I'm good at. It's because what my strengths go towards. That's what you call partnership.
Right.
It doesn't have to be a whole, whatever James say, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not doing that. What are you doing that at?
Right.
I get, and there's no shade, no judgment, because some people like and subscribe to those traditional values and beliefs, and that is your God-given American right, but that doesn't work for everybody.
And what they got to do with me?
Temperament. Right. It don't work for every woman, man, or all the above, you know what I'm saying?
And also, you know what? If you want your life to live like that or be like that, just play The Sims. That's how I get that shit out for me.
This is more like the game of. That's more like the game of life. It ain't even Sims. Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
At least Sims. You can jazz it up a little bit and be single for a little while.
Get some mods. Get some custom content.
There you go. Game of life. You one role. You got 4 kids in the backseat. You know?
That game hella fun though. I like that game. All right, let's get to
It's almost 11 here, so I'm fading.
Yeah, let's get to the last little bit.
Playing some whole shit right now. We're doing some dumb. We're doing some dumb stuff. You're going back and forth too much.
I know, Z. It's crazy.
These are the leaders of the community.
No, just go to the last one. Go to the last one, Katie.
Your final statement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't make that clear. Go to the last one.
It's okay.
No problem.
8:40. Okay.
If people believe men are leaders, then men need to act like it, right? And I think if men act like leaders, women will follow suit. Jay said that he does this in his real life, I assume. But I think also, since we were talking about how people dress and apparel and stuff, I think when we present ourselves on the internet, we should follow through with that instead of like wilding out sometimes, because it seems a bit contradictory. There you go.
Bet. Who's next?
I think I'll just go ahead and say that I want everybody to kind of ask themselves what leadership looks like and means to you. Who is qualified to actually be that leader? Why? Or do they want to be that leader? What are their intentions of their leadership? Do they actually care about the people that they're leading? Do they know what the word leading means? And also, what do we want our society to really look like after we figured out all of these things? Are we trying to lead to oppress, or are we trying to lead to uplift? I don't know. I just think that might be a good place to start if we really want to start actually answering some questions in these conversations.
That's it.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
That's a really good point. Yeah, that was, I don't know how you did 8 hours of that. Like, I can barely stand this, like, whatever this time period was.
Like, I
Holy
don't even
crap.
like watching. I don't like watching those panels on TV because that shit gets annoying and pisses
I
me
know,
off.
it's terrible.
And it only be like a few of them.
It's the puzzle, you guys. I'm telling you. I was chilling. That's so. It really for real.
This must have been an extraordinary ass puzzle.
It is,
right? And the blunt must have been blunting.
It was.
That's really what it was.
I was unbothered the entire time.
Noise.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna sit here. It got a little loud, and I'll just kind of turn it down a little bit, and then pop in whenever. So there are times where I didn't talk for like 20 minutes. You know what I mean? So I had to find the places where I was engaging with them. You know what I mean? So I wasn't like really there the entire time. But
yeah,
it was.
I would have been there. I would have needed like a bullhorn every time I wanted to talk.
Like, I always say, can I raise my hand, or I have my feeling stick up. So when whenever you guys are done, I got my feeling stick here, and yeah, they just try to they playfully like are very
I see
mean.
you at Jazzy Renee.
They are very playfully mean to me. And a lot of it is just talking shit. Like, nobody's really serious, but some people are serious and have these ideas. And yeah, I never been called a spoil of war before. I think that should not be a thing that we should go around spreading.
Wait, a spoiler of war?
Spoil of war.
Like, the spoils of war. Like,
that's
to the victor goes the spoils.
Yeah, that's a horrible analogy to place on somebody. What are you doing that? I mean, I'm a spoil of war. They didn't take you.
No, don't be that. That's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally like property and a prize. But like, and humans can't actually be a spoil of war because it's not like a trinket. It like you're a prisoner of war, actually, is what it's called. So if you're gonna just go throwing words out there, at least know what the fuck they mean. There's another I think we went through a point where I'm like, dude, like, I think we skipped it, but like, words mean things. So use them.
Well, according to our president, if you were a POW, you're a sucker and a loser.
Right. So everybody losing out here. You know what I mean? But
who listening to him?
but yeah, so anyway, thanks for I think we got to the end of that. But yes, I did that for y'all. And again, the puzzle
Did you?
I did. Yeah, and the puzzle really did help. For me to just kind of be willing to sit down and listen to that. But I'm glad that I did because I found it to be intriguing and important to spread and share because that is the rhetoric and that shit spreads fast, you guys. You know what I mean? And it's dangerous.
It's the conversations that are happening all around the country as we speak, and it's those kind of conversations that influence the last election and who people vote for or don't vote for. So it does matter. I can't tell people if they're right or if they're wrong. I can only go with where I'm aligned with and what I believe. You can believe what you want all damn day long. Doesn't mean it's right. But yeah, you believe it.
Yeah, and there's, and one thing that I also said in the hoopla at some point was that because people were asking oh well, is it just for revenge on Black women? Da, da, da. I'm like, but there's everybody has their own umbrella of oppression. Like everybody is oppressed in some in some avenue, in some different type of way. Everybody has, if you're not a white on the DL gay Nazi man, then you're being oppressed. A rich white gay, low-key gay Nazi man, you're being oppressed. You know what I mean? In some way. It may look different, but everybody out here is struggling. It just looks different for everybody else. And we're over here playing the struggle Olympics to seeing who's struggling the most. And I don't think we're doing a very good job at not struggling and working together. I think there's too much competition here. You know what I mean? Like about some very simple things. Like, I mean, if you're going to be the leader, like what I want to say, then uplift the people that care about the people that you lead in and all these things. And then also know when you ain't got the skill to do the job, allocate that thing to somebody else on your team. Make sure that your team is up, you know what I mean, and trained and whatever. I mean, like, why can't people understand these simple things? Yes, and
the thing of it is that a lot of people don't understand. A part of leadership is stepping back. A part of leadership is delegating. A part of leadership is being man enough or woman enough to say, "Hey, I'm not great at this, but I see that you are." Like what the young lady was saying, being empowered. Like a real leader can empower somebody and lift somebody up, not drag them down. Leadership is not, I'm telling you, and this is how it's gonna be, and blah 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 blah. I'm setting the rules. No, it's being able to step back and let a person do them and shine and take the lead. And you step in when necessary.
Yeah, and then also like, look at shit. I'm starting to literally shut down. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Both of y'all.
No, I agree with everything you were saying. Yeah,
sorry,
Katie over there on the struggle bus.
Yeah, we all.
It's almost
let's
like
do it. Let's do it. Let's close down with our quick final thought.
Ladies first.
Okay, well,
I'll go first quick.
Yeah, go for it.
Have empathy. Put yourself in other people's shoes. Even if you don't fully understand what somebody is going through, it's easier to try and learn about it than to judge them.
I think that again, I'm gonna iterate what my past self said 2 days ago. if you're going to be the leader, then lead and do it correctly. And also, people that are, if we have to choose or work with someone, make sure that they're qualified to do the fucking job, and make sure they're actually not unqualified. Make sure there's something that's not disqualifying for them to fucking lead you in any way. So, next time we choose a president of the United States, I think we should have a rule where you can't do treason and storm the Capitol, incite an insurrection. I think that criminals with 34 counts of felonies should be disqualified. I think we should start making sure that we just don't let people lead all willy-nilly. And when you ask them a question about what they want you to do, they have concepts of a plan. I don't think that is a good way to operate anything, really. I don't want to drive a concept of a car. I don't want to get on a concept of a bus. I don't want to use a concept of a computer. I want to actually make sure the things that I'm doing work and operate functionally. Thank you. What about you, Kev?
I'll just close with the times that we're in right now. I think everybody should kind of take a step back and just remember when dealing with people to lead with kindness and compassion and empathy, because it costs me nothing to be nice to someone. It costs you nothing to, whether it's as small as holding the door for somebody or saying God bless you, whatever it is, it costs you nothing to be kind. And at the end of the day, we're all going through something at some point, at some level, and you never know what a person is going through. So what you say and what you do matters, no matter how big or small. Because you telling somebody have a good day could make that person's day just by receiving a simple act of kindness. I'll end with that.
Energy is powerful. You never know how, like, some small little rift in energy can change somebody's direction. You know what I mean?
You never know who's watching.
Jazzy has a final thought.
Yeah, she says, maybe I'm wrong, but I think Trump, unfortunately, might have been needed for this country as an example of what laws need to be changed.
I agree.
Because up until now, we've just been naively thinking that presidents would do the right thing and have morals. I saw somewhere today that they were talking about that once Nixon left office, they changed up some stuff. It's going to have to be more than a few things to fix this, but we're never going to go back to what things were, but we do have, once we get out of this, we do have an opportunity to make it better.
Yeah, it's a necessary moment in time. It's just a reflection of the times, and people don't like what they're seeing and feeling and experiencing, but this is just a mirror. Trump is just a mirror image.
Yeah.
He said every bad, wrong thing that people thought and believed, and this is the manifestation of it.
Now we can see it. Here's the mirror. Let's look in the mirror and fix what we see and correct it. We have no excuse to be looking at ourselves. Annabelle, I swear to God, get off the puzzle. We don't have but we can fix it. We don't have anybody but ourselves to blame. Anyway, we'll leave with that because I gotta get this cat off my fucking puzzle before.
And I'm about to pass out.
Katie's so Kev's tired. First of all, thank you so much for being here. Don't be a stranger now. We knew. Yeah, like anytime you want to come. Yes. So this is our new friend. Kev is always gonna be pulling up. Also, check Kev out on share your social media, and then he's also a Lemon Legend, so you can check us, all three of us, out on Don Lemon Show. Hopefully this Thursday, unless something changes. But
it won't be Thursday because that's Thanksgiving.
But sometime whenever. It might be booked the day before. It might be Wednesday, so keep an eye out. But anyway, y'all, Thanks. I know it was a messy ass stream, Jazzy. I know. I had to show you that shit, bro, because like this is actually something. So thank you for sitting with me and watching that. I know it was a little bit clunky, but hey, we clunky out here. So yeah, and thanks for always being here. Yeah, sometimes we need a little mess. It's okay. We can clean up afterwards.
We'll see y'all next time.
All right, bye guys.
All I said was there's evil afoot. Evil!